Hey, this is James Glass, and I'm here working on my tiny home, and I just installed this tanked water heater, which is a temporary source of hot water until I'm able to frame this section of the house and put the tankless unit in. And I wanted to share two crucial things that all water heaters must have so that you don't either maim yourself or kill yourself. And those two things are: you need to have a pressure relief valve, and that valve needs to have a pipe that diverts away from the opening of the valve. And the second thing you need to make sure the unit is grounded. Let's talk about both very, very quickly. This pressure valve keeps the water heater from being a bomb. If water heaters didn't have pressure valves, and for some reason if there was a failure of the unit and this kept heating water, there would be, and it got way above operating pressure, well, golly Ned, this thing would literally blow up. So a pressure valve prevents that from happening. Super, that's great. But what happens if you don't have this little handy pipe that diverts the water away? Well, the valve will open and this will blow all over you and basically cook your skin. You will literally be scalded. It will give you the worst burns ever, and you'll be in the hospital. You can burn your face, you can burn your body. Short little low boy units can burn your legs. I actually know that happened to a woman I know. And so, yeah, got to have that valve to keep it from being a bomb. But then that valve, in the event that it does open up, has to be diverted away. Now, ultimately, I'm going to run this outside. I'm just going to let this roll overnight. The reason you see it above that plate right there is when I first installed this used water heater had been sitting here for a little while, and that valve was a little bit sticky and a little bit leaky, and so I kind of toggled that back and forth and got the seal in there to seal it a little bit better, and I'm just testing it for a few hours to make sure that the leak is done. So far, it looks good. Okay, so there you go. Do not cook yourself. Do not blow yourself up. Got to have this. Got to have this. And then finally, if this unit's not grounded, you got two 120 volt lines in here for 240. If for some reason one of those lines came in contact with the chassis, like the wire nut came loose, common example, then this chassis would be live. It would be literally electrically charged. If you came up and touched it, you would be electrically charged. So this ground causes the breaker to trip. In the event that one of these live wires touch the chassis, the safety circuit overrides, and boom, no one gets shocked. What's worse than shocked is electrocuted. Shocked hurts. Electrocuted means your heart has stopped and you are no longer living. So there you go. Don't cook yourself. Don't blow yourself up. Don't shock yourself. Don't electrocute yourself. The two most important things: make sure you got a TMP valve and a line that diverts that super hot water, scalding water away, and make sure the unit is grounded. Thank you for watching. Bye, y'all.